Yo guys, happy Wednesday to you all. So this was the last 24 hours. Luckily, we were prepared for a nice little pullback. And I don't know about you guys, I slept pretty good last night outside of a couple of trades. And then I wake up this morning and I see that a lot of our orders that we triggered through, who else is in the green? All the limit orders we put in yesterday. Do you see what patience does? Where you sit back and you're like, you know what? The market does need a healthy pullback. Let me go put in some cheeky orders. Okay, some limit orders. And I don't know about you guys. I only got out of six entries. I only got 2 that are a little bit in the red. The rest are all in the green. So it just shows you again that the patience is super important. But now what we have is we've got CPI today, and I'm expecting a bounce in the next 24 hours. And I got a game plan for us. I want to show you guys how we're going to ladder into a couple of trades. We do have one little shakeout scenario that I want to speak about. One little last shakeout, and I want to speak about if something on CPI maybe brings that little shakeout, we're going to be prepared for it. I'm going to show you how I'm going to set a little bit of 1 or 2 more limit orders a little bit lower down. Okay, and I'm going to show you guys the trends of when the market's going to wake up very quickly. But nonetheless, I'm seeing the dump end within the next 24 hours. It could have already started right now. And I'm going to show you guys the next processes of which tokens I think are going to rocket very quickly, which trades I'm taking, okay, and how I'm going to actually ladder them up. And then what I want to show you guys is how big the next pump is. The next one's a big one. We saw dominance go a little bit higher than expected yesterday. And it's actually on the verge of breaking the highs. And what this means for me, that at any moment now, Bitcoin's going to want to chase the $100,000 mark. Okay. And then there's going to be another flush into the altcoins. And that's why for me, these entries that we are working for now may take a couple of hours, may take a day or 2 from yesterday to today and a couple more hours. But what you are looking for is an entry that's going to give us up to 50, 60, 70% gains. It is a big pump that is incoming, okay, which means you never rush and you never lose focus when it's time to buy and get in. You play a strategy game. You get in here, you wait for this trend, you do this, and we work together to get the buys in. The little bit of effort that you put into your trades and into your entries, a little bit more effort that you put in plays such a big role than just trying to get in and out of the market and just gambling. It's not about that. It's about us staying focused on where we're at. So let's prepare for a bounce. Let's prepare for CPI. I got a lot of trades to give you guys, a lot of tokens to give you guys, show you what I'm doing next with my physical cash. Okay. And then again, at the end of the show, I'll be going through a couple of your tokens. So happy Wednesday to you all. Happy to all be here. If you got the buys yesterday, if you survived the pullback, if you learned something, smash that like button. I want this video to be the highest like video yet again. Hit it in, especially if you made those limit orders, and let's go.
I try and help everyone in my space, and this is what I get. I try and fight the devils, but inside I'm just like Sniper. Welcome to Sheldon Show.
Hello, Banter fam. Hope you're having a great day. If you're brand new to the channel, remember to hit the subscribe button and like the video up. You like the video up? I know I'm doing a great job, right? And that's the goal here. I want to explain to you guys just before I start. You know, those who don't know me versus those who do know me, I started my journey around 4 years ago, right? And 4 years ago, I was still in a little bit of a stuck place. I was starting to get a little bit okay financially. I was trading quite a bit to make it my life. But then the day came where I got to join Banter. And the goal was still, you know, move my family here to Cape Town. I was away from all of them, get them all here, build up a couple of businesses. And, you know, I worked really hard over the last couple of years. And I managed to make it all happen. Right? I've managed to have a couple of businesses now, have all my friends and family that live around me. You know, I really used crypto as a way to improve my happiness and my life and my surroundings and everything around. But that was all achieved about a year ago. It was achieved. And what I want to say here today is I am 100% here in this bull market here for you guys. 100%. I'm here to help you guys achieve the little bit, even if it's a slight percentage of the happiness that I've gotten from crypto. I'm here to give that to you. So these shows every day, these trades every day, it is here to help you guys on your journey to learn the skill and to be happy. That's all that I wish from you guys, all from this bull market. So today I'm just a little bit grateful. I'm grateful that I have matured. Previously, yesterday, I'll be like, go all in, go, 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 go. We're going to the moon. Where it was like, sit back, relax, put your limit orders in, chill. You've been here before, learn from the lessons. Okay. And I'm just enjoying this bull market so much more. So the whole moral of that, guys, is slow down in the bull market. The bull market's going to speed up. You slow down, stay to your goal, stay in your vision. And anyone that is messing with that, just ignore for now and just focus on your road and your goals over the next couple of months. Keep it simple. You don't have enough time to learn everything right now. Who cares? what Ethereum does, what Solana does. Like, you have time to learn that for your long-term bags, right? But when it comes to making money, keep it nice and simple, keep it easy, and achieve the goals that you want. So like it up. Love you guys lots, and let's go. Okay, so let's jump into a couple of things. These are obviously the trades. I'll be going through them shortly. Phantom. One of the trades for today. I actually sent something through to Sniper Club a little bit earlier. I said, guys, there's 2 coins that I'm starting to ladder in a little bit more now at the moment. I'm going to show you guys how we're going to prepare for a little dip off and obviously the breaker trends, and we get going. So as it stands right now, let's speak about yesterday and the drawing, okay, of what I spoke about. So my little bounce was a little bit lower. Okay, so what happened was the little bounce from Bitcoin was a little bit higher than expected, but played out perfectly when it came to the structure of what we were looking at. Yesterday, we started off the fast dump. Then what we wanted to see was a little recovery fake bounce. Remember, we said the bounce was not going to be real. Okay, and then it's going to come down again into a zone and then get rocketing off. Okay, so Bitcoin had a little bit of a higher push up. However, dominance went through the roof. So the altcoins, they sucked, right? They got smashed pretty hard. And I want to show you guys what the altcoins did perfectly into our zone. So we nailed it perfectly when it came to where the altcoins are coming down to into these levels over here. So what this basically looks like, and this is what you're going to get a few times within the bull, is you are going to get the slowdown period over here. And all that you're basically seeing with Bitcoin, if we draw it up in a very simple sense, you can see that it's had a very strong, nice bull push. Now it's basically consolidating, okay? And then you are going to have a continuation. Right? And that's what we've got to be prepared for. Where we are now entering currently today is this little push over here. We are now looking at the secondary little shakeouts. And what this known is a W pattern. Okay, where basically you have the initial dump that comes down pretty aggressively. And then you have the fake bounce. So think about it. Those who bought here, okay, they were making money very quickly. They were FOMOing to the markets. Then the dip came. And when the dip came, a lot of them got smashed, right? But they never got destroyed. They never got completely wiped out. Okay, but they lost a lot of money for any late leverage buyers. They got hit pretty hard on that dump. Then what happens is price goes up. These guys that took the hit are really annoyed. Okay, they're upset now. And what this creates in them is revenge trade. Get back in. You see, I knew it was going to go up. Why the hell did I not do this? And it starts this fight. So what happens is the second time that we go up, they start to FOMO in. And they were like, you see, I knew it, buy the dip. And then what it does is it sends it down again. And what these 2 little waves do is they exhaust late buyers and they wipe them out pretty quickly. Okay, now the scale, like I spoke yesterday, is going to get bigger. If you can get through this lesson over the last 2-3 days of this current dump, you are learning a massive lesson that you're going to have for this entire bull market. Then all you have to get ready for is it gets a little bit bigger. So instead of a 10, 15, 20% drop, sometimes there's 30, 40% drops. And this will come when you have seen insane gains. What we've seen now recently, when you zoom out to the weekly bubbles and you can see that there's bubbles that are doing hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of percent, get ready for the wick. It's quite simple. Okay, the next thing as well is putting on a couple of stochastic RSIs. So I'm just mentioning the lessons that we can take from yesterday and today, get back in the market, get ready to go now, but not forget about the lessons. Because in the next few weeks, it's going to come back again. If you never took notes, you don't want to suffer and go through the same thing again. Okay, so the first thing is when you see those massive bubbles and you see those sort of things, get ready for the wick. Okay, and those bubbles are going to get bigger. So when we looked at these bubbles, and let's jump in over here, you can even see that now, these bubbles got pretty big, right? Look at that. Okay, now think of this as double the size in the future. All of a sudden, you got 180%, and you got 160%, and you got like multiple 10, 20, 30 coins that are all over 100%. Prepare for a 30% wick. When they're doing 150, 180%, prepare for a 40% wick. Okay, you got to understand that the market is going up at 100% at a time, and it will pull back 30, 40%. That's healthy. That looks like this. Okay, and that's a healthy chart in those sort of things. But the main thing is you are mentally preparing yourself that, hey, if I'm buying this right now, okay, am I buying it at the right level that I can survive a 30, 40% drop? Okay, probably not if you're chasing a pump. Okay, however, if the market has come down 40% and now you're interested in buying, and then you go up 50, 60%, can you then survive a wick? Yes, you can. Okay, so it's teaching you again that these little red things are our opportunities to get buys back into the market, to restart trades. And when the markets are going up, do not be afraid to take profits. Do you know how good it felt this morning to have $470,000 too long? Where I probably would have given back $100,000. Now, guys, it's not about money. I don't care if you got $50, $10, $30, it doesn't matter. You got to treat $10 the same way you treat $1 million. It's the same. If you can take 10 to 20, you can take a mil to this. You are learning the ultimate skill. But it felt amazing to actually have money to buy the dips this time, right? And that's a big lesson. So every time when the markets are rocketing and it's starting to, again, go away from your initial momentum line. So just show you again, when we are basically moving very clear, because you remember, and I want to explain to you, you're going to see it today. You're going to see how it plays out in the next couple of hours, right? You're going to see that we went through a dump yesterday on altcoins. Now they are starting to bounce and they're starting to slow down. And what that's going to create is this little slowdown period where we slowly start recovering again. And then what happens is it speeds up. And that initial momentum that we started after the dump is going to be your original momentum line. Okay? The original momentum the token is currently in. And then when it starts to speed up and you start moving far from this line, it gives you an idea of how big that wick will be when it does come. And whenever you move far, take some profits, take some profits, take some profits, take some profits, whoop, buy, go again, right? These are the very important things to understand. And this, again, is your trading. Guys, to simplify it for anyone that is new or anyone that's part of this game, you have two main portfolios. The more advanced you get, the more portfolios you'll have. But you have a long term that's going to ride all of this crap. It's going to go up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, but it's going to make you money over time, okay? Your trading portfolio, you're in, you make money, you get out. Market tanks, you're in, you make money, you get out. And you do that the entire bull market, right? You take your profits on the way up, you wait. If you took your profits and the market still pumps for 3 days, you wait. Because every couple of days, a fat red candle will come and you must have money. And when you have money, you ride that stuff up. And when all late buys are getting shaken out, you are the one that is getting in and you are buying the right emotions. You're buying fear. You're buying late buyers. You're buying these things, which makes you early. And all of those, if you ever ask anyone in crypto who has made money in crypto, is those who have been early on pumps, early on new tokens, early on investments, early is what separates that. And there's only one set of people that buy early, and that is those who buy on the right emotions. Okay, so right now, as it stands, I have a trade for you. Let me give you the trade. The trade is Phantom, okay? You are only getting, okay, not you, no financial advice. I am only getting in right now, okay, with 25% of my trading account. 25%. There we go. Positioning, as you can see, I put in $11K, okay, but I still have up to $30,000 left. Okay, this is one trade that I am taking right now, but I'm only entering 25%. That's because I'm going to speak about the other little wick scenario. If that does happen, right now, I'm going to crunch my stops up. And when my stops are up, then I'm waiting to see if we break trend, retest, then I'm going all in. Okay, and my plan is to be all in within the next 24 hours. But to survive the wick as well, CPI is coming. Guys, a quick heads up for any traders, any leverage traders, when there's ever big news events, there's wicks, okay? So be careful with that. So you either want to enter in before as we are climbing up into the event, okay? But if it's too close to the event and you want to open up a trade, just be careful because yes, it can go your way, but if it goes against you, it can wick you out and leverage and liquidate and crap and none of that. And please, stop losses are everything, right? Stop losses are very, 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 very important. Okay, so Phantom is one of the tokens. Just to give you a heads up now that I have entered, and there's another token I'm looking at entering pretty shortly as well. Okay, so let's go through the plan for today. The plan for today is I think the second dump is nearly over. Bitcoin is a lot stronger than what we thought. We did actually drop to the top of the box. I spoke about between 84 to 85,500 yesterday, and we hit 85,000. So we did actually hit the first original buy zone, which means then after that, you wanted to see a bounce. It bounced straight back to the highs, and now what we're looking for is a higher low. And what this is, again, is a W pattern, which means we tank, we bounce, we come, we make a higher low over here, and we get out of there pretty quickly. So that is where I currently see us over there at the moment. Okay, and from here, there's a couple of beautiful trend lines, and those are the trend lines that we're looking to trigger to really get going to the upside. So what I'm seeing from here, okay, is two plays on Bitcoin. Two plays. Okay, the first one is maybe we do want to dip into the zone, and that's why I'm only entering 25% on my trades right now. Remember, you're taking 2 to 3 days to enter your trades to ride them for 2 to 3 weeks, right? So you put a little bit of effort and time into your trades now, okay, for 2-3 days, and then you got to sit on your damn hands and make money, right? That's what trading's about. It's not about in and out every day, staring at the computer, trading all the time. It's not about that. No, it's about working smart, trading slower, and that's how you're going to make a lot more money, okay, by doing that, being a little bit more patient, okay? So that is the first scenario. Prepare for that, and that is only if we don't have a really good CPI reading. Maybe the CPI reading is not so great. Stock market takes a little bit of a short-term hit, and what that creates is a short-term bounce on Bitcoin. Not long. Anything bearish now will be absorbed very quickly in crypto. People are just too bullish. They're too hyped up. They don't care, right? So it will be a quick little immediate effect and then get going. So CPI does have a good tendency of sometimes bringing a wick. So keep that in mind. However, I don't see the wick. Let's actually see what the CPI is here. They're expecting 2.6. Okay? So anything above, obviously a little bit short-term bearish, anything below mega rockets, we might pop very much. That's why I'm getting in some positions right now. And obviously I got in a ton of positions last night when I was sleeping on all those limit orders. Which just shows you guys, putting limit orders in is way better than just like staring at the computer, right? Just being patient. Okay, so this is the one scenario that we do have that little shakeout. However, I don't see us going much lower than 84,500. So it's not too big in that time. Another thing that's also very interesting is CPI tends to turn dominance as well. Okay, so if dominance has been rocketing up, this is why your altcoins, it's hitting a zone where it did go higher than what I expected. I expected it to start turning over here, right? However, it worked perfectly for our altcoins because Bitcoin is looking strong, and because dominance was going up like that, our altcoins still came down to our buy zones. Thank goodness, right? So that was good. But what I'm expecting from dominance is a little bit more of a push up, and then this, guys. That's what we are preparing for. So what that means is the pump will start off with Bitcoin, okay, and it will probably break into the 90,000s, and then from there, boom, altcoins. And this is where the real money is going to get made. And let's speak about that for a second, okay? This is what I'm seeing on altcoins. I'm seeing a higher low come in on altcoins now, okay? And then I'm seeing a breakout, a retest, and a push. But I want to show you guys how high I see altcoins going after this. I see altcoins pumping all the way to this big area over here. I see up to $250 billion coming to altcoins next. I see us breaking this very important high over here. And what that basically means from here is anything that you are buying, think about it. You could see that this was the previous high here. We are now pushing into it. We rejected, but we broke out of all of these areas here. So all that we're doing now is we are pushing, basically, think of it as there's the left side. We came down, we pushed up, and now we are turning this into support. And that's what you want to buy. You want to buy that area of where we've now come back and tested this into support. And that is currently where we are at right now. What that then means is from here, I'm looking at a push up to the next highs. And if you zoom out, you will see that the next highs are the all-time highs on altcoins, which is massive. Now, this is coiling up for us for the January alt season that we've been talking about. But I don't want to say goodbye to 100 and 150% first before we break all-time highs. I'm in here, right? This is what makes me early. Because if you take this exact same chart over here, and I want to just zoom out here and just show you here quickly. By the way, 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 portfolio, because you know what I see coming next just before I jump on? We got to start preparing for the bottom one, guys. The bottom one, alt season, this one. Which way do I point you? That one over there, right? That's the smaller cap. So your AI, your gaming, these are some tokens that I'm building in my long-term portfolio right now. I'm buying whatever I can. Profits I took yesterday, profits I took, I'm buying, and just patient with those, because that's going to come next. That's where the real big gains are. But just remember though, that if you had to look at this on the side over here as a portfolio, okay, at least 70% to 80% of my money is in the top 3 of these over here. Okay, so Bitcoin, Ethereum, large caps, at least 80% of my money is there. And then where the other money is 20% or so is in those smaller caps over there. So it's not about putting more money in. These ones are more riskier, but they give you more money to the upside. So I put a little bit less money in these, but they can end up being worth more than all of the rest. But it's just about being smart and having correct risk management. Very important. Okay, so jumping back over here, just to show you, where was it early with Bitcoin, right? Just jumping over here. There we go. Okay. So where was early with Bitcoin? Was basically when it had this massive cup and handle, right? It was quite obvious over time with Bitcoin that this was a long cup and a handle, right? But where was the point where they really got going? Was over there. Now it's quite interesting that you take this and you now look at the total 3, and you can see it very much in an earlier stage, but the same pattern is playing out, right? Where you could see the massive, you see from here, the massive cup and handle, and you could see how we're on that verge of that break now. which means for here, we start now pushing up to that area. So every buy that you are focusing on over here now is for the way bigger squeeze. Now, if you enjoyed this little green, two green candles here, if you love these two candles over here, you can really see where the next candles go, right? The next one's about double the size. So it really gets you an understanding. But remember now, this won't just be your Solanas and that pumping anymore. All of your small caps and memes and everything's about to go crazy. You know, this is where the degens really come out of the dungeon. The vampires come out, you know, when this happens over here. This is where we really start to go into a crazy euphoria where crypto is just all over the world, right? There's just so much attention around it. So we want to be in nice and early just before all of that. And that's why we can be pretty grateful that we did get a rejection where we did, because it gave us an opportunity to get in on a nice little retest for the higher push and the higher momentum up, you know, to the upside. So going back over here, all entries that we are getting in now is for that very big squeeze. Okay, so that's why we are zooming in now and we are prepared for this, for these sort of zones. So the way it works now, guys, is I put in a couple of limit orders. Again, when you go away from your momentum line, just put orders at the bottom over here, right? And when it comes down, a lot of them push. And I want to show you guys what I got into yesterday. I bought Phantom, I bought Say, I bought Injective, I bought Aptos, I bought Cardano, and I bought Theta. Okay, now what I'm going to do now as well is I'm going to look to put 1 or 2 cheeky orders in again in case there is another wick. Okay, and then if it doesn't get filled, then I'm just going to start putting the cash in as they break trends. Okay, because again, if I jump here to Bitcoin, just show you the 2 scenarios. There's 2 scenarios that play out here on the short time frame. There's either this quick little shakeouts. Let's just jump back here to Bitcoin. There we go. Quick shakeout. So I want to put a couple of limit orders in. And I forgot there's a couple of tokens that I don't have. Okay, so the token that I want to put in over here is Solana. So I'm going to go put in at $199. I'm going to go put a little bit of Solana in, right? So let's pump in over here. Let's click in Sol for a sec. I'll get to a bunch of altcoins for you guys now. I just want to pop this in over here. Let's put in Solana. There we go. And I'm just going to put this limit order in so that I'm ready to get if that wick is happening. Because wicks are not a bad thing. They're actually a very good blessing for you to get something in the market. Okay, and again, I used low leverage. You don't need to use high leverage at all right now. You can always build it up later on. Okay, so there we go, 199, and I'm putting in a limit order. Boom. Okay, there's that one over there, just popping in on a little bit of Solana. Let's quickly look at what else I missed as well and what I think I really need to be getting. So let's jump in. I don't have any AVAX. AVAX is one token that I really think is going to rip. So I want to get myself a little bit of AVAX. So let's jump in here to AVAX for a sec, see what a wick can do. Okay, so let's go. $31. $31 is where I want to get some AVAX. So I'm going to pop this in for a sec. Go in here. Go to AVAX. And put in at $31. So what am I doing? I'm already in a little bit in the market, which means there's a couple of buys right now, but little amounts, 20, 30, 40%. Then I'm leaving a little bit of cash at the bottom, okay, in case there's another shakeout. And then I got a little bit of cash on hand to get ready to buy on the break of trend. Right? Taking a little bit of time to get my entries. This is the smart way and the correct way to make money in crypto, right? So here we go, $31. Let's go pop this in over here. $31, and I'm putting in a bit of cash, and there is my $31 on AVAX. Fantastic. Not too far away. Not too far away. Okay, 1 or 2 other tokens that I don't have. Let's see what I really want. Tokens that I'm enjoying lately. Remember, when it comes to trading or making money itself, I'm trading what is strong. Okay. Did I get Cardano? Did I get Cardano? Let's see. I did get Cardano. I think I got Cardano. Cardano, I like. I'm trading tokens that are strong. That's what I'm doing. I got Injective. I got 𝗚𝗩𝗡𝗅. Okay, cool. I'm in. I don't need to get any more right now. I'll wait. Okay. Then let's show you now. Let's go through a couple of coins and get you ready for the next plays. So right now, we are not promised that pullback. Okay. That's why buying something makes sense. So let's speak about a couple of those. Solana as well right now, I'm going to open up a position. So what did I do? I just put a limit order in, but I'm also breaking trend. Right? Not only am I breaking trend, Solana hit my zone beautifully. It hit the 382 nicely. So Sol, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here now and I'm going to buy a little bit of Solana. Right now, as it stands. So I'm teaching you how to hedge and to be patient and not go all in. Okay, but I'm also showing you that you can't miss an opportunity when it is there to get it with something. So there we go. I'm in, baby. Okay, I got some Solana. And I have a little bit lower waiting over there if it wants to get cheaper. Okay, so Sol is for me a nice little buy zone. Phantom. Phantom is one trade. Let me know who got it now. Say yes in the chat. I want to see if anyone got the Phantom trade. Let me know. It's starting to pop. Okay, pretty nicely. I'm going to buy myself a little bit more of Phantom in this area over here. Okay. I know I do have Phantom, but I'm going to get a tiny little bit more. Okay, and then I'm still going to sit. I'm not going to use all the cash. Definitely not going to use the cash. Remember, I have a bunch of cash sitting in limit orders here as well. Okay, now I'm going to pop through here, and I'm going to add in a little bit more to my Phantom position. By the way, we got a banger Phantom entry yesterday. Beautiful entry yesterday. Fantastic. Okay, so there is a bit of a nice... Wow, a lot of people get Phantom now. Jeez. I love you guys. Fantastic. Over here. Okay, cool. So that's what I'm looking at Phantom. So let's quickly go back here before I fly through the tokens. Okay, so the way it stands right now with Bitcoin, let's jump in on this little chart here, is I see this happening. A push up, a test into CPI, and then a rocket ship off. Okay, remember that at any moment now, this could be a little bit deeper, but nonetheless, I'm seeing this result. A push up very quickly. So that means I am buying some now on these breakout areas over here. I have a bunch of money sitting over here. And if the market decides to break up, I will just add more of the money later on that major high breakout over there. Okay, no rushing, not flying into trades, not doing anything crazy. I will stick to the plan and keep going to the roll over there. So that is the two major goals. Altcoins. Altcoins as it stands, I see them pumping up over the next few hours. Then there will be a pullback. And what will happen is it will retest. So now let's go back to Solana. Solana will pump, come test, and then get going. That is where you're going to see that W pattern that I was speaking about. Okay, so nice little rally up, test, and then get going. Okay, so that's what we're seeing with a bunch of the alts. Let's go through here. Things like SUI. Wow, look how fast the dumpstone lasts. This one did not get to my buy zone, and that's okay. I move on. Who cares? I didn't get this bud. Doesn't matter. My other 6 tokens did. So this, okay, well done, Sui. I'll get you next time. Boom, that's it. I move on. No emotional attachments, no marriage, no nothing. We go, right? I got 6 other partners over there. There's my other 6 partners over there. I'm happy, right? I'm good. No need to be stingy. That's exactly it. So that's why I want Phantom. Look how amazing Phantom is there. Doge is not pulling back at all. So it means I'm not buying or chasing this over here. I'm only buying if it hits proper pullbacks. And what I want to show you guys again, when I give you these Fibonacci levels, do you know what I'm actually meaning? I'm teaching you how to buy discounts. Okay, I'm teaching you that if you take a fib from the top to the bottom and you're buying something at a 382, you're buying it at around a 20 to 30% discount. When you are at the 618, you are buying something at a 60% discount of what it was previously. So if it went up 100%, you're buying it 60% cheaper than what it came up in that time. That's what it's teaching you. It's teaching you to buy specials, not to chase pumps. And that's the very big difference. That's why I will not buy Doge now. As much as I want it, and it's going to go more, and it's going to be fantastic, like I'm not buying a special, so I'm not buying it, right? Very, very, very simple. So Doge right now, I'm not interested. Another token that I'm going to buy a little bit of right now is ThorChain. This is my plans on ThorChain. At any moment now, a bounce. Remember that little wick, guys, is 10%. That's why I'm not going high leverage, right? But I'm going to buy some ThorChain. So I'm going to buy a little bit right now, okay? And I'm going to buy, this is, oh, do I not have ThorChain yet? Do I have ThorChain? Let's see. I don't have ThorChain. Oh, okay, let's buy ThorChain. Let's pump through over here. Let's get some ThorChain. Okay, so I'm going to do 2 ways I'm going to buy ThorChain. I'm going to buy some now. Remember to always change your leverage, guys. You see how they nearly caught me there? I nearly went 20x long. I need to actually make sure I didn't do that with my last trade. Did I do that? No, I didn't. Okay. There we go. I'm going to go a nice little 5x and I'm going to buy some ThorChain. Boom. I'm going to buy a little bit over here. Okay. And then what I'm going to do next is I'm going to then put a limit order for some more. So a limit order at 5.37. 5.37. Okay, I'm going to now go and put a limit order in. 5.37. In case this thing wants to get cheaper, then I want to buy the cheapness, right? Boom. Okay, there is my little order sitting at the bottom. Okay, guys, stop losses. What you do with stop losses, especially if this money is important to you, you have to have stop losses, right? So what you'll do, and I'm going to just clear this. I really don't want to do this. Wait, let me move over here and not clear up my chart. I keep clearing them up and then having to redo them every day. Okay, so let me show you what this looks like. So this is currently the pump, right? And this is a 4 hour. This is from the big dumps we had a couple of days ago, 10 days ago to 2 weeks ago, right? So what you do now is you've got to understand that this token is currently having a pullback, which means where is the healthiest part that this thing can pull back and still be bullish? That's what you've got to decide, right? And that comes down to a Fibonacci. So what that basically means is you basically pop your fibs in from here all the way up, and I'm going to put my stop loss under the major 618s. That is the healthiest place in area to put there, or even one step further, if you want to give some room, you can put stop losses under there as well. Okay, so what does that mean? If I now go to THORChain and I pop this fib up over here, that's where I need to put my stop losses, under that area over there. That's where I put my stops. And remember, I'm using less of my money right now, so the stop is not as, it might be a 20% stop or 10% stop now, but you're only losing 20 or 30% of your money. So it's a lot less, right? Than your whole amounts and things like that. So just so that you know, stop losses are very, 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 very important. Guys, I saw there's a lot of people that were still struggling, that are slowly building their accounts. Free money is on the table. Guys, go sign up with this 𝗕𝗥𝗡 right here, right? And I want to show you over here. Let's go to my show. Who's this guy? Matt. I love Matt. You see Matt from Sniper Club. Beast. Absolute beast. He's always there. And I've got so many Matts in my life. Huh? A lot of Matts. Guys, go here below and go to, where is our, we got 𝗕𝗥𝗡 here. Okay, pop it in. He's going to put a 𝗕𝗥𝗡 link in right now, right? And you click on that link. And what it is, it shows you here, especially if you want to build your account up with free cash. If you register and link, you get $100. Yeah, you do a KYC, you get another $100. If you do your first deposit, you get $20. If you come down and you put some money into your futures leverage account, you get another $100. You do your transfer over here from your futures, $200. Like, these are different amounts. So here is free money. Okay, link is right now below in the description. Is it there now, Matt? Yeah. Can I look quickly? Okay, let me show you. This is just because when I see free opportunity for you guys to make some cash to build your accounts, it's a no-brainer. It's an absolute no-brainer. Okay, let's go here. There we go. 𝗕𝗥𝗡. This one over here. No KYC exchange. Okay, boom. Go and click on this over here. And this is the one. And remember, yes, Sniper School as well below, and Sniper Club as well. Remember, Sniper Club gets this info first, right? I already told them that, guys, I'm buying Phantom and Rune. They already got this. They already got this nice and early, right? Before the rest of the year. So there is some nice 𝗕𝗥𝗡 opportunities. Okay, so THORChain, a big one. Let's go look at 𝗧. Oof, nice bounce on 𝗧. Guys, I also want to show you something. This is going to teach you a little bit of patience as well. Do you see what this token is currently doing? Do you see how it's pumped up and then it had a drop, went up, drop, and now it's here, right? Going up. Do you see what's on top of it is a trend line? Do you see what it also shows you? It says, you know what? You can make some money now, but this token is only going to pump when it gets through this trend. So it means that, hey, realistically, this alt will pump in the next day to day in 12 hours. So it says, okay, I want to push into a trade today, but this trade's only going to be really going in the next day and a half. Don't rush. Buy a little bit now, but a little bit later, but be in the next day and a half. So it teaches you to have patience. Time capitulation. That's it. So whenever your coin is far from the trend, just know it's going to take a little bit of time. And you know what's nice about this bull, guys, and this whole journey? The more that you can be honest with yourself, the better you're going to be. The more you're going to lie to yourself and say, no, but it's going to go now. You're lying, right? Like the data is showing you something different. The more you're going to talk yourself and try to convince yourself other things, it's just going to delay your journey a little bit longer. The more you're honest with yourself and the more you're honest with the data that's in. That's why I always love TA, because it taught a lot about me as a person. It showed me that, Sheldon, as much as you're buying in a shit area, bro, as much as you're telling your head that you're phenomenal, that this is horrible, you know, and like it was honest with me. And the quickest that I was more honest with myself and started realizing that, I was like, you know what, just listen and trust this. Like, we actually need honesty in our lives. We don't know how to take it, okay? But honesty is like what's very important. So 𝗧 is in a nice buy zone. Again, if it wicks down to this zone, you want to buy these areas at 41 to 43. That's your nice buy zones if the dip happens. Until then, you're waiting for a nice little push up, this, and then break a trends. And 𝗧 is definitely one of the nice tokens that I'm focused on. This is what I'm thinking on your 𝗪𝗡𝗡s. 𝗪𝗡𝗡, a push up, a retest, and then an explosion, right? So while it's below this trend over here, don't rush. Don't fly into things too quickly. Don't destroy stuff. Be patient, right? The trend still means that we can go down. if we're below the trend. Okay, so you can dip in slowly here. That's cool, but the trend break is what you want, and the retest is going to be important. The second side of the W, and then we get going. And again, just to speak about a couple of areas and targets, what this means for alts. For example, and I'll actually go back on a couple of alts we just spoke about. From here, I'm seeing a push up to $25 to $30. So that's how big I'm seeing the pump, right? Because why? Because you see where we stopped is those tops. The next tops are up here at 25, which is already, just to give you a good understand, this is why we buy dips, right? That's already 40% away versus if you bought 2 days ago when we said don't buy it, you would have only made 20%. That's the difference, right? But look that we can go to this whole top range, especially Bitcoin's going to chase down 100K. Guys, these could be mega trades, right? So it gives you an idea that, say, you're getting ready to buy for an 80 to 70, 80 cent, say. Thorchain, you're getting ready to buy for $8 Thorchain. Doge, I'm not buying. When it comes to Phantom, $2, $3. That's what we are loading up on here. If you look at this token, how it was ranging and dropped, you are getting the first higher high that it has seen in a while. You see here, lower high, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Do you see where we're buying it? We're actually buying it smarter and earlier than a lot of people that are going to come a lot later on. Okay, so your R-Waves are good. AVAX is a token that I also really want. So just to show you guys AVAX, here we go. That's what I'm seeing on AVAX. Push up, drop in, and then get going. So I don't think the dip's going to last too long. There, Injective. Injective's breaking trend. There's a small little entry on Injective. Remember, 20, 30%. Wait for the push. Wait for the retest. This is just to protect us from CPI, guys. Not to go in too fast and get wrecked, right? It's all about that sort of thing. Sheldon, XRP dealer. Do you really want me to speak about XRP? Okay, let's speak about XRP. Let's do it. Let's do it for the people. Hey, man. Don't say I haven't tried. I've tried with XRP. My entire career I've tried, okay? And I just had an egg on my face the whole time. So I'm not a fan. No, I'm joking. I've given this coin a lot of hope, right? Yeah, he's XRP. Yes. Not a hater, a lover. That's a weekly breakout. That's a weekly retest, which means for a spot and a long-term bag, you are correct. The XRP is in a buy zone. Where does it go next? To your first 618, like I explained to you guys yesterday. Your first 618, this is over some time, but it's $1.20 to $1.30. So there is your XRP levels over there when it comes to the weekly. So I agree with you. XRP is looking really good on the high time frame. Why is everyone saying that at my wedding? Wait, what wedding? Oh, wait, you're lying. You were not at my wedding. You're lying. Guys, so what I'm going to do next, I've given you the buys and the tokens that I'm in. Tomorrow, a little bit more degen. Tomorrow, we're going to go into coins we don't have. Tomorrow, we're going to go into a little bit more smaller caps. We're going to go into a little bit more gaming. But the main thing here is get the trades in today, get things going. We're going to update stops tomorrow, make some money again, and focus on building the rest of our portfolio as well. Couple of things as well. Let's do school. So remember, join school, guys. I want to pop in over here. Join school. My cohort starts next week. If you don't understand what I'm saying in my shows, come and join me. I'm about to give you the best damn 10 days of your life when it comes to learning crypto. It is free, costs you nothing. Click on that link over there. A massive shout out to CoinW, one of my exchanges. Okay, no KYC, which is amazing. Okay, and they're running a competition until the end of November. If you want to go trade a competition, happening with CoinW, massive shout out to them. And then again, also a shout out to Ledger. If you buy a Ledger from us using my link below, you get $20 off of Bitcoin. Okay, and remember, if you don't have your long term in a Ledger, you're crazy. Keep your money safe. There's only a certain amount of money that must be on an exchange, and that's what you trade with. The rest must be safe in a wallet and away from you. Guys, I love you lots. Well done on everything. I'm proud of you all, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Much love.